Welcome back to Timberborn and our Lakes playthrough. So, just a little, I did this channel. I wouldn't say I was overly happy with it, but it's gonna work, let's put it that way. The reason why is we want to start, we want to start getting this going. I also want to see about sorting out maybe some more of this. I mean, this will evaporate anyway, so I'm not really too much worried about that. But we can start obviously now finally getting the dirt system. We will be. How much dirt have we got? I got 500. So that's good. Obviously, this lot needs to get picked up as well, which it's not. We'll get that picked up. This, I have one on the way, but not built yet. But that will need to be emptied. I don't want that to be obviously be here. They're all in sleepboard at once, so that's fine. I've got quite a few explosives, so I'm not overly worried. Possibly a good idea to take some of this down, I think. Now, I also was gonna start thinking about this as a, like I said, as some sort of pond or something. I think while we're doing the other, we'll concentrate on getting this. Just want to get down there. I'm not too worried about how neat it is or anything. Let's start to think about filling this area in. I mean, I can re-landscape it when I get the chance, just to fiddle with it. But I'm not too much worried. That will be ready when it's ready. It's not too much of a concern. And then we're going to landscape. So we're basically doing this pond. And then we're going to move all the water that we're getting here in here. So this will make it a lot easier. Now, whether I line this up, make it a nice straight line, I don't know. I have no idea yet. So let's get it up fast speed. We don't need to worry too much about this now. Like I said, this will evaporate. It's getting there, but it's going to take a little while. But we don't need to worry too much. How many beavers I've got? I've got quite a lot of incapacitated. That's for certain. Does that mean I need to? I think well-being would come into the medical. It's quite a lot of medical beds. So it's not as if it's that. What have I got? I've got quite a lot of planks. I've got quite a lot of. Now we could look into to make this a little bit easier for the beavers. Let's say here, we might look into some zip lines as well, just to, especially when we want to get to the doing this. I'm still just waiting for construction to finish. Doesn't seem to be wanting to actually build my. What is it actually doing? Is it this? Probably this, actually. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, it's the channel, isn't it? That's what I was building. I couldn't remember. We're building this channel, aren't we? Yeah, that's it. I'll then put this down to here, just down to there. Because I want to get rid of all this water. Because I don't need this. This means Because I've got this channel now. And now I know it'll evaporate, but let's just give it a bit of a hand. Nothing like a bit of a hand. Now I know I'd started building on this as well, and I couldn't finish it, but that was all technically built anyway. Now we're obviously not going to build this yet because it's not, it ain't time. Where's my dirt gone? Because there's no dirt here. Oh, that was it. There's dirt in there, isn't there? And I was going to... I'll empty that one. And I'll have it in that one. So it's going to take it to this one. Not that it makes too much of a difference. But, oh yeah, then later I need to force this to... I had an idea, didn't I? And I've realised that this isn't going to actually work. So I'm sort of halting my production here. I just try it. I tend to try things out on different, different ones. And Lake seems to be the one where you tend to mess up more than anything. How come... You should be okay, because why is that not being thing? I don't know. And then obviously take this back out again once it's done. Could be nice to get that done with a plank. We've still got massive planks. It's the distance though. That's the issue that I'm trying to. I want to try and solve. But I'm not solving it at the moment. I mean, I've got like 150 beavers. I've got one contaminated adult. Don't know how that happened. It's probably to do with that last time where they had to walk into this this bad water here, which was like, really. But not to worry. Not to worry. We are on full speed, so that's good. But I definitely need to get this. I definitely need to get this open. How will I? I mean, I could, but I don't know whether this is going to work. If I do, yeah, this is going to surge. Let's turn this back down again. Yeah, it was a good idea at the time. Let's just. Yeah, let's go back to 65. And that'll solve that. Right. Water, not a problem. Food, not great, but adequate for the 150 that I've got. I definitely need to... Unknown circumstances, I need to blow this down. Now, I did obviously have this here, and it works quite well. But that was an idea that I was toying with. But then I've scrapped the idea. It sounds about right. So that's all be 500 in there. The thing is this is where the zip lines would come in to be a bit better. Most of that, most of that's done. They can get through to that 2 there quite quickly. It's just, it's taking a long time for this. And that's the issue that I'm having. Why aren't you doing that one? What's possibly stopping you? You should be fine because you can have 3 from each side. Yeah, so that'll be done within, I don't know, 5 minutes, less than that. Then this should be filled in. Then I'm going to have to decide. I am going to get rid of this as well. Although, where's all my water gone then? Where's my water gone from my pond? That's a bit weird. Anyway, that's definitely weird. Don't want that in there. This isn't going to be built yet anyway, because obviously we're still concentrating on this down here. It's trying to find something to do while I'm waiting for that. I'm not going to bother putting anything at the end of it. I'm just going to let it just flow. It'll only take a few seconds. It's taken me all this time to get rid of it, but I know natural participation. Is it participation? Not participation. Participation, not participation. Oh, that was it. It was a drought, wasn't it? I think. And then I'll get this out, because this I'll build some sort of somewhere around here to make it look a bit more natural, or natural as we say, and then not just a straight line. And then once you've been built, once you're built, you can build this one. I'm trying to think what else I can do at the time. It's really difficult to work out what I can actually do, because I'm waiting for everything to be built. And it's not doing what I want it to do. I mean, like I said, this is our natural pond. Now I can take this out if I really wanted to. But I'm definitely going to take out this to give me quite a substantial... Probably it's going to go from right the way there. And have a nice... So then we'll get ourselves sorted for the remaining well, we've got quite a few videos to go in this one, but not as many as the other ones. But that's what I say. It was all about learning. Now I've got to the end. I don't want to get these out at the moment, but what have we got? We've only got a couple left. Extract, not a problem. It's all not a problem, really. It's just getting it all done. I want that to be giving me more. I need more. Or more more. But it's erratic because of this I've done here, which shall hopefully get sold when they've blown out that. Because there's no flow. There's no flow from here. It's just filling up. But the problem being is it's not going to get any higher than this. This is what I was trying to work out last time, to have a dam, but it can't. It can't do it because see, this is good. So now I have to get this to flow. We'll now get this absolutely going ballistic now. Well, it'll be going better than it was. Let's put it that way. It'll have a ripple effect on this, but it should be fine. It'll calm itself down eventually. And it's going to now push, obviously, a lot more through. So this is the only channel that I can use. I mean, obviously, I have figured it down. Now, I have done it down to 2. Which could have been questionable. Because... if I'd have had an aquatic centre on there, I could have used that as a... I ain't going to fill it in again, that's for something. I might actually... No, the thing is if I increase the size of this, it's going to go to the 2 level and not the 1. Right, so... I'm going to assume that this now is done. I'm also going to assume that I'm not going to be able to pick up any of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Can that pick up that? Yes, it can. Right. we shall do that. We'll also where do we want some? Nah, I want them close to here. Let's build it here. Planks, 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 and planks. Get this going because I need this ASAP. That's brilliant. Now, are you going to do this? I think you are. Once you pick up all this, because I don't want to lose the planks. There's quite a lot of planks in there. If you think about it, that is quite a lot of the planks that I can have back. Once that's picked up, then I'm going to blast that. This then is all done. Now, this is now starting to get filled in. If we do this, and then we do this, get it to start doing that. But I want this to obviously be done first, because I want the planks back. This will be logs, so that's not a problem. Dirt is going to go up to 6%. I mean, the thing is, there's so much dirt. I've got 2,000, I've only got half the amount of that. I've now got this back, which I'm quite happy. Although saying that, though, it's still not producing enough. There could be the possibility of potentially taking this out. This will then flow a little easier. But again, not too much worried. I'll start the process of, well, I'll say taking them down, but I can't really because the blooming trees are rolling away, so I'm going to have to scrap that idea. Oh, I better do a, so they can't get in there now. I do some, get them built. Then we'll go for cutting the trees. Cut these set of trees, because they can be out of the way. I'm gonna have to get up there. Because I said, I want all this out of the way. I want this as flat as possible so I can do quite a large area. That'll be about it. I think if that's, yeah. So do me this. Do me. Oh, that's not being good. Yeah. And then we'll, once we're up there, then I'll start. That's the 2. So I can do two on here, and I'll put 1 on there. Right. How are we doing? All is well. That bucket is just been done for bad water, so that's great. Have we picked up all this? This is what I want to know. No, we have not picked it up. See, there's quite a lot there. I mean, if you take, there's 25 in there. That's 50. There's about 150 planks or so. This is why I'm putting them here, because I'm going to build this out. If I take them somewhere else, then they're all going to have to come down here anyway. So I might as well just build this. Get them to do that. I also actually, saying that though, that's going to be an issue, isn't it? So I'm going to have to build a logger there. Cut the trees. Cut them trees as well. I think they can cut. Don't think it's just a path, is it? No, they have to be cut. I thought they did. Sometimes you can get them mixed up. Also, I'll do this here. That's a bit of a name, eh? Yeah, I don't need to worry about that because that's just going to come out anyway. Again. Will you lot just pick up this lot? Almost there. I'm just trying to get them to pick up that. I don't want to lose the blank, so I need to build with a blank. So I've got nearly 130 there already. I've got quite a lot of explosives. Where is all my explosives backatory? It's here. You can see it there. So if that's the case, then let's no, that's not right. Let's build another one and have that dynamite, and then you can't have enough dynamite. Well, you can, but you also can. That's going to go. Did I put these on? No, I did not. I still think I need to put them on a... We've got no more power. It's all about trying to maximize the... Why are you not getting that in there? I'm not going to use haulers for something that's just going to be there. Right. Have you done what I need you to do? Because you were really annoying me now. Oh. One. Oh, what the hell. I'm not going to bother with that. Right. Delete that. Go for it. Oh. Bloody hell. Well, that's really annoying. It's one lower than I was expecting it to be. Never mind. Never mind, bigger. We can't win them all. Yeah, well, what the hell? I'll just have to blast it down right away. Well, that's a bit. I didn't even think of that. I must admit, it got me there. Flipping hell. I wanted to get that out of the way. That's annoying. We'll have the zip. See, the thing is, what we'll have, which would be nice, is to have a. In fact, so let's. How much? I've got 18,000, and it is a path. So let's. Yeah, it's a crappy place, but it'll do. Let's put the zip in there. Then I'm going to have a pattern, but I don't know where it's going to be. How far can I have it? That's probably going to be in the way. Let's have it there. Yep. Then there. The problem is I can't get that round there, can I? I suppose I can put it on here. Then... Oh, that needs to be another zip station. That will do. I think I can get away with that. Add connection there. Add connection there. Then add a connection here. Or the other way, it doesn't matter. There, it can do 30 or whatever that would be. Then the connection has to be to here. Yeah, so it's exactly 30. And then there. That's going to be... That's our first... In any game that I've done so far, our first zip line. But that makes sense, you see, because this is where the bad water's going to come in. That means they can send the bad water through there. And again, we'll have to redesign this because I've just got over the the stuff that I'm going to blow up. But anyway, that now has no logs. That's good. That has very little. Did I forget to cook that one? No, I did not. Now we'll... oh, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, I've got the... That's getting 22 now, so I am getting quite a lot. Oh, they're building this. That's okay. Then they're gonna... Oh. So I've basically done all this flipping thing just for nothing, and the participation is actually worked without it. Well, that's just flipping typical. Flipping typical. Never mind. Never flipping mind. Jeez. I said it would do it eventually, but I should have just left it, to be honest. Come on, get rid of that one. Get on and get rid of that. Put that tree down. This one. This one here. Put it down. That'll be nice. I want to blast all this down as well. I want to start getting some... because that can be a 1. This needs to be a 2. That needs to be a 3. I think it's a 3. Yeah, that's a 3. That means that needs to be a 3. You could do it as a 2, but you may as well do it as a 3. 3 and a 3. That is a 2. And that. Although we'll have to get that later on. And this is a 2. No, that's a 1. Idiot. I should just put a hole in it, and then I'll end up having to refill it again. Right, so that's there. Like so. We could do this bit as well. Get rid of that as much as I can. I could actually get rid of all this as well. Right. Do me things, boys. Fill that in. Then go to this. That's great. That is fantastical. What are we building? Are we building the zipline? No, we're not building. Oh, I suppose we wouldn't build a zipline. Yeah, it's flipping annoying me. I spent all that time doing that for no reason whatsoever. I should have just left it. Never mind. You win and lose. Snooze, you lose. I think it's something like that, isn't it? I've got enough metal. And I've got tons of planks. I've got like 1,000 and odd in planks. I just decided to... I might as well just run this. In fact, I think I've done that anyway, so... I can't get this up to this level. It's just impossible because of the way the thing works. Unless I would have to have a... like a fluid dump thing. I was actually going to do something. I didn't do them, did I? Let's do that. Then let's cut these trees down. That allows me to get to here. That's fine. Ah, that's good. Right, that... Well, flipping still not. I still cannot get rid of that tree. I don't know why. Oh, it's because it's full. I'll tell you what. Let's... That's my log situation's full, isn't it? Right, let's do that. He'll now empty that and he'll get rid of this. There we go. So now we'll start to cut this one down. Yeah, thank God. Stupid. Stupid, stupid. Stupid, stupid. I'll fill all this in, because we might as well. That's now filled in as a nice thing to get the beavers to do. Once I got rid of this, which they're absolutely terrorizing through this. Really good. The only problem is this pole, but until I get where I say centre's going to be, which is probably somewhere around about here. And we'll do our... like our campfire thing as normal. This. I'm going to just pause that. Like so. That, I'll have the path going this way. That will have the path going that way. I think that's about centre-ish. It's a rectangle this time and not a square, so it's probably more to one than the other. Although I could blast a bit of this down if I really wanted to. And then we'll start moving this area. I think actually this is on this area here. And I'll start thinking about zip stations. Probably, I could have put the zip stations in the centre, but I think I'll have them on the outside really. I think it'll be better. I'm also going to obviously have this. We like him. I'll also... don't think it's that one. Is it that one? No. Yeah, it must be that one. No, that's the wrong way. Don't like that. It needs to come the same way as this. So it comes this way. This one comes this way. This one comes this way. This one comes this way. Then we get our... yeah, look at that. Awesome. Right, how are we doing? Doing okay. It would pay to do that as well, I think. And they're going to complain, because then they're going to have a... they're not going to be able to get into the house, I don't think. But it is what it is. I want to take as much as this down as I can. While I'm waiting for that to do, let's concentrate on the houses that we are going to put. I'm just going to pause them for obvious reasons. That's going to go in. I'm going to have like what we've had before. A water storage there. Then we're going to have a... and then we're going to have a ladder that goes that way. Most important not to put the ladder the wrong way around. Because that doesn't happen, does it? Mm-hmm. Then that can be paused. It's just, I'm just getting this set up. I like this what I created before, so I'm going to stick with that. And eventually we'll come up with another design. on definitely on another playthrough. I'll get the right things eventually. I'm just going to pause that. I'm not going to pause the stairs. Don't really care. And that's our initial design that we go over, and then obviously we do it this side as well. So we get an 8-block housing system. Because I like that. Because that allows the path to go right through. To get the water, you see. And then it allows for some storage of water. Right, that's done. Oh, I can get rid of that now. That's under the beaver back. That's why I wanted all this, you see. Because I'm going to absolutely tear through logs. Although I'll obviously be able to take this down as well. That ship station is finished. That's cool. This one cannot get to, so I need to do a ladder to it. Like so. Then they'll be able to build that then. I'll put this up. Thank you very much, Lee. That one's finished. That one. So this is the only one that's not finished now. So once I get that in, they can zip from here, which I don't know whether they'll actually have. Well, they might use actually, because it is faster, and they've got the chance to go from there. Which they'll find it a lot faster to get back to where they want to be, and it'll cut the time. It's something actually, since it was available, I should have been really using a lot more. It's going to be pretty hard to do that in new diameters. You haven't got a lot of room, but it can be done. Yeah, I do really like this. I think it's really nice and neat. It means they can walk through everywhere. If you get the bulletin like this, it means they can... Obviously, I'm waiting for them to do the thing. I will have some sort of dance hall, and I think I'll have a carousel or something on the other side. And things like that. Right. This isn't getting built. So I need them to... I've not run out of... oh, I've run out. Oh, yeesh. That's why. I've run out of them. I had like 250 and I've just used all my explosives up. Oh, I missed that one as well. That's a bit of an issue. That one there. Get that one in. And I missed that one there. Oh, Pig, what are you doing? Using all those things. We get in there. We get in there. Right. That should fill up all these when we're ready. This is going to be a bit. This is going to be a bit airy-fairy because when I blast this, I'm going to have to blast it from this area, and I'm to take all this down. Probably should have done it in a bit less thing. I don't want to kill a beaver, which I probably will do. I've done that before. Oh, no, kill me beavers. I thought that was a travesty. I was not happy with myself at all with that. But we are, like I said, it's, you know, like I said before, it's, you know, when I first started, I really didn't know what I was doing. So this is the reason why, in some respects, it was a bit you know, but now I sort of know. I'm gonna put like we did before. Is where are they? I know there's somewhere around here. Anyway, carousel, dance or mud pit. Relaxing mud pit versus fun mud pit requires haulers. It requires haulers. I didn't know that. Yep. That can go there, but I'll pause that. Ah, so I am gonna have to. I didn't. That's probably why I was wondering why it wasn't working before then in another one. Or it was like, I'm thinking, where's it not flipping working then? Because it requires a haulers, and I don't have a lot of haulers. At least I don't think I do. That will be. And there's a wood pit. There's no. No, that's not it. No, don't care about that. How do I check for... Ah, there we go. Builders. Gatherers. Hauling posts. Yeah, see there, that's only got so many, that's only got so many. Yeah, so I need to increase, I need to have these going as well. Put this up high, put this up high. That's fine. That means we've got tons of vacancies, but at least we've got the haulers in. I need to do that. I need to get more beavers in anyway. I also need to increase the carrots and breads and thingies and whatever else. I did get rid of this, but didn't really... Well, I did design, didn't I? I really did. Yeah. Design being the... Oh! No, you don't... You're not supposed to be in there at the moment. That's water. That's water. We can get this by the haulers and get this by the haulers. That's could be turned on. That could be turned on. I just need them to, yeah, start getting this in. As you can see, they're taking the logs and the thingies from here. See, that's why I decided to put it all there. Right. I'll blow this down, because that's not going to affect anything. I'll blow this down. Get out of the way! Ooh, that was a nice blast, wasn't it? That doesn't need to be there anymore. I now need to do... What I'll do is, because I'm going to take this down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do that. Get that built, and then they can get in and out. That's a delete. That was quite satisfying, I must admit. That's a delete. That's a delete. I haven't got a path to these two this way, but I'll do that. It'll start to put this in, but I can't. Oh, I need a... Can it? No, it can't reach there. Oh, well, it can. It will have to walk up the ladder. Is there a ladder to walk up, though? No, there's not, because I've got that. But it will be in a minute, once it's done that. I thought I'd got all that in there, but I clearly have not. I don't want to blast this, because then it'll send all that around. Then we can have this going. Once I've done that. Right. Can they get to that now? No, it's too far from the district. Although, because I haven't connected the path there. That now can get reached. like I said, this will come out, but they're I don't know what they are using. Yeah, they're definitely using the zip line. Yeah. So they're sending all this back to here without. Well, I think they're sending it back. Well, maybe they're not sending it back. I don't know. Why are they sending that back? Oh, I need to do a. There. Now they can use that. Have we got this in? We have. Get out the way, babes. Oh, that's satisfying. Right. Last one. Well, this is going exceptionally well, mate. Right. I haven't got that as a selection. Why have I not got that? This isn't connected to... No, because I forgot to actually connect the path in there. Let's turn... Sorry, and just if that makes you a bit noisy, pause these. Let's get the... Like I said, I quite like this build that I'm doing. I think it's quite nice to... It gives a lot of stuff in there. I just need the... that can be in there. That's for that. That's for that. Oh, that needs to be from haulers, but I can't select that yet. Oh, I need to... Isn't connected. I forgot to connect that in. Right. There. Oh, that's not connected either. That's now connected. Right. That's haulers. That's haulers. We'll have to get some more beavers in, even though I've got 140 something. That now, because of they've still got to finish this off. I don't know where I want the dance floor or anything of the other stuff. The wood pit can go here, and the wood pit can go there. That's suppose. We're going to get some... things and stuff. Can't think what I want now. Food. That's it. I'm just going to put some food here. Nope. Nope. I've done that. Then get that in the... So you can walk up this there. That can then work. And it's a through to here. That's a through to here. That's the same. That's the same. That's the through to there. That's the through to there. Then we need the scaffolding. So let's have the scaffolding in here. I've got 200 in metal, so I'm not really too much worried about the metal. That can go in there. That can go in there. Yeah, if you've not seen this building, you check out the new diorama. Not the new diorama. Actually, I think it's in Waterfalls. I think it's in Plains. So maybe keep an eye on that. New diorama can't. At the moment, we can't really do that in there because of the size of the. Because of the size it is. Now, what I want now is I can't get the underground storage, but I can get some large storage here, which is obviously for food. I think, this is... No, I don't think it'll allow me to do it. I was thinking I could get a contemplation thing, but the trouble is it won't be looking outwards. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. But not to worry. That can go into there. That's for there. I just let them build them where they want to build them. That's for there. That's for there. Right. They're getting these. I mean, they're going to take a lot of planks, and I've got 900 planks. So it's not as if I'm short of the old plank too. Right, that's been built, so that's now got blocked off. There is a way to do this now. I could do it with a sluice, or I could do it with a this has all been cut, so I don't need that, but I'm going to need one down here. So we'll connect that to that. Don't really care what it looks like. It's not a problem about that. Don't think. Oh, yes, I can. Well, because I've connected that, I don't need to. I'll cut these few here. That'll be done. I think I'll start just start the process of just doing this. I don't know how many. Maybe there. Maybe that's not actually a bad. I tried to think of center to this opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's loads of them. Give it up trying to count. Oh wait, oh, caveats. Right, that can still stay. That when I need to move it, I'll move it. Move it and lose it. I think it'll be okay. Well, in fact, actually, saying that though, I can do that now, can't I? Let's have it there. Let's have a. I don't know how far I can. Would it? Yeah, it might go to here. I'll tell you what I can do. If I get to delete this, then I do a pylon. Oh, it's not really allowing me to do it because it's got a connection. Damn. Damn. Right. Right, let's start to get this in. They can start building that. They can start getting the forms in. They won't be able to, as long as I don't. Well, I can connect them up, can't I? That and that and that. I've got to be careful. I've got to watch this because this is they'll have a surge of everything once it's done, and then what I need to do is turn off these. I won't get rid of the roofs, and I won't get rid of the roofs complex until this is built. But they'll start to do all this. So now we've got the mud pits going. We just need this one. And yeah, we're doing well. It's all started to because now this is gonna start to rank up now. We'll get the yeah. So this mud pit will start. I've got the carousel. I don't know about the thing, but I suppose I could put them on the whatever the hell we call them. Or I could do a little trench. And have a little water coming from here or something. I don't know. Right, so that's one enabled. That can be disabled. That's going to set that back down. When I get another one enabled, that's going to go. That can be disabled. That's going to go back down. They'll only enable... Well, I can... that's another one. I can get rid of that one. That's another one gone. This is gone. This is gone. This is gone. Just waiting for them to start building these. It absolutely creams my logs line, but still. That will be enabled. That will be enabled. That cannot be done because it's got no. So that'll go to another 9. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's not fine. I'm going to get rid of that one. That's now going to send them back out. I'm just doing this so when I can control the amount that's coming in. And then obviously what I do is I'll put a second layer. That's what I'm going to do. That's not being set. That's not being set. I'll try to have all that little infrastructure in. Oh, there's another one. Got to be careful, you see, because what they tend to do is they'll start to breed within 2 seconds of. That's another one. That's another one. How many more of these have I got? I don't think I've got that many more. Oh, there's no path. That's fixed. In, and in. I think that's most of the first tier of infrastructure. So I should theoretically be able to build the second without having the ladders in. Because if I put the ladders in, I think they can reach this because it's only not that far away. We'll enable that, and then I can slowly enable the housing to be where I want it. I don't care about that one. Not a problem anymore. This is quite cool. Because then that way they can get to the bad water, they go boop, straight in there, and they don't have to walk all that way. Sweet. Yeah, you see. So now they are enabling on these. I know they're absolutely hammering me lots, but this is all gone. I said it would we need all this anyway. This shouldn't be too bad now, because now I've opened this. Don't really need that either. This now is an extra. It's quite a large thing. As long as it's not leaking out, which it's a bit, it'll stop eventually, and this will all stop eventually as well. So we'll get that all in. Right. You're still not building that. Get these built. I've got one in there. I think that's it, actually. Then I can rip this complex down. Yes, that's it. I've got one in there. Which, what we'll do is, we'll... That needs a 2. And then that's that. Awesome. The other ones, if I build them all at once, it'll cause huge problems. I'll now enable this to do a bit faster. Come on, you can do it. That means that this complex can be gone. Although I'm not going to get rid of... well, they might not even be using the roofs, actually. And then what we'll do while I'm thinking about it is we'll have roof, 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 roof. Then we'll have decoration. We'll have that, 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 and that. That's not too shabby. I don't think I need all of them done. that now it's got now. Right, so I can take off this one down to 1. Now this can now be all... they are using it, but they're not going to be using it soon. They'll get built whenever they get built. But I've also got to consider this one as well. So that one I don't even know what I was doing there because it's the wrong round. Each one has got 2 here, so I'm going to have to enable this. I'll enable the 2. That can then have a path to in there. That then I have to do another one to get a step higher to get into here, which means this can go in, means this could go in. Right then, let's enable this section and that. Just click and hold. I think I'll just take all this down actually. With a that there. That then now can be picked up. I'll pick this like that. There we go. As an after priority. We're at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now you can see we'll get, what are we else going to build? Well, once we get this, we can build maybe the dance up. We've got quite a lot of room, and I might be able to take some of this down to get a bit more. If, you know, I can build that, and I can chop some of this up if I want to. Because there's not a lot of room in the top and the bottom, but there is enough room maybe to have a dance floor, maybe a carousel with it as well, you know. So we've got that. I just have to do this before I go, because otherwise, if I don't, we'll have a real problem on our hands. That's down to there. Take this down. Can't get to it. There. I'll do it with this one. But what I'm going to do is, before we're going to go, is I'm going to do it with them all. They're all going to they don't like this because they ain't going to have any houses. But they are in a minute, because obviously next time we'll enable all the rest of them. And then our complex houses here, I'll get some zip lines in so then they can fly in and do whatever. Anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoy this. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.